Good afternoon. Welcome to the 2017 BC Hockey Midget Female Championship webinar. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone for taking part and joining us this afternoon. My name is Sean Orr. I work with BC Hockey in our championships area. I've been working with our host committee for the past 6 months in the lead up to this event. They've done a fantastic job preparing all the documents and everything to make sure it's a first-class event for everyone. So I know the group up in North Island is really excited to have everyone there, to have the event going. It's going to be a great one. So to kick off, what we're going to do here is cover some really important items that we want to make sure everyone's aware of leading into the event. This is to make sure that you're prepared and you're ready to go to have a great experience. If you have any questions, feel free to use the chat function. We'll queue the questions up as we go and answer them all at the end. The first thing we want to point out is the host informational package. This is found on the championships website. If you go programs, championships, and click host info, scroll down, select the midget female one. Loaded full of information on accommodations, travel, everything to do around the event. The host has done a great job putting this together. We highly recommend that you have a copy either saved to your computer or printed off. It's nice to have handy if you have any questions that come up and able to answer them as they go. The scheduling. So to two areas where you can get the schedule. The first being through the BC Hockey website, so the championships. You select schedule and scores and select midget female. Then from there, the picture on the right, that's what the schedule will look like. Obviously, that's not the midget female schedule. That's just a generic one. We wanted just to have that there displayed. Or you can download the BC Hockey app and go into the menu function there and select schedule. Make sure you're on the midget female, and you're able to scroll across to the appropriate day, and you'll have that in place. The midget female is an 8-team event, so that 8-team ends up being 2 pools of 4. Each pool will play each pool will have 4 teams. You have that. Everyone plays everyone in their pool, so 3 games based off of the standings at the end of the game. There'll be top 2 teams will go to a semifinal, and then the winners of those games will play in a gold medal, and the losers will play in a bronze medal game. Certified roster, so can't stress this enough. Go on to the HCR and double check your certified roster to make sure all of your players and your team staff are approved. This is important because if a player is listed as ineligible or that doesn't say approved, that they're not allowed to play. So take the few minutes to go onto your HCR, make sure the team, make sure everyone's approved, and this will give you peace of mind, because what's going to happen is during the coach managers meeting, the BC Hockey rep's going to have a copy of everyone's certified roster, and each team is going to be asked to review their roster and sign off on it. So by doing this earlier in the week, you'll know that you're set, and you'll make sure you have everything in place. It's a peace of mind for you, and it's something that takes 5 minutes that will make sure you're set up and ready for success when you get to the event. Equipment checklist, another really important item that we want to point out. So you see the text at the top left of the screen there. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, the championship homepage, you'll see that wording, and then you want to click equipment checklist. It's going to bring you to that document you see on the right. This is the checklist that our reps are going to go through with every team, with every player, to check their equipment. We want to make sure that the equipment's in good condition from a safety standpoint. If anything doesn't meet those standards that we've listed there, they're going to be asked to have this corrected. So if you send this to your parent group now, it's going to save a lot of headaches that might come up a few hours before a game. By doing this, anything can be corrected with lots of time during the week as opposed to a few hours. By doing this, we take away any scrambling and last-minute planning that has to be done. So please grab a copy of the link from the website at the bottom of the championship homepage, send it to your parent group, and make sure they're aware of it. It'll save a lot of issues down the road. Coach managers meeting. So this is the meeting that's going to be held prior to the start of the championships. It's been organized by the host committee. The BC Hockey rep will serve as the chair of the meeting. The host committee chair will be there in a resource capacity. The officiating coordinator will be there to speak on behalf of the officials. And the host committee, so the BC Hockey rep is there to go through the agenda of the meeting, basically to touch on all the items around the event to make sure everyone's on the same page and has the opportunity to ask questions around the event. So everyone will know all the procedures, how it's going to operate, lines of communication, those type of things. The host committee chair will be there as a resource person. You'll be able to ask them questions. They'll be able to provide answers to questions asked around logistics, operations. They've been the one planning the event. They're the most knowledgeable, and they would be your go-to person there. The officiating coordinator will be there to describe the rule emphasis and standard of play, which will be no different than you've had all season. So they'll touch on that. They'll confirm that it's Hockey Canada playing rules. No overtime is played in the round robin. It's only used in the semifinals and the medal rounds. OTs, Hockey Canada playing rules. Melee to a 10-minute sudden death, no score, flood, 20-minute repeat until someone scores a goal. Probably the most another important element is that each team is going to be asked to sign fair play codes for players, team staff, and parents. The host has done such a fantastic job preparing and putting on an event that'll be memorable for the players. We want to stress what our expectations are for everyone. We want to make sure everyone knows of the positive environment that we're looking for, the positive behavior of all people surrounding the event coming into it. And so each team will be given a sheet to have this signed by the appropriate group and have done before the start of the championships. So we wanted to spend 10-15 minutes with you today just to deliver these important items. We think we wanted to reiterate these to make sure you're fully prepared coming into it. We think by delivering this information, it gives you the time. You have a week to go through things, to double check those items to make sure we're set so you can focus on playing the games. Obviously there's a banner given out at the end of the game, so we understand it's competitive, but we think by giving you and reminding of these items, we're going to set you up from success. So there's no questions. You're free. You can email us at championships@bchockey.net. Thank you for your time. I wish everyone the best of luck, and I hope you enjoy yourself on the island.